An early start. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. I was on CNN this morning. No, I didn't have the TV on and turned to CNN. I was actually a guest on the Early Start program to talk about the Iowa caucuses and the overlapping visits this week of President Donald Trump and Governor Ron DeSantis. So if I seem a little tired, I'm not used to getting up at 3 a.m. to be on TV at 4:15. Now, I mentioned here on the air yesterday that I had received the invitation, and a few people responded by asking why I would go on CNN given their tone of coverage. Well, the main reason is that the program host, Christine Romans, is an Iowa native, and we know each other a bit. She's always come across to me as fair in her presentation of business news and in hosting this pre-dawn program. But it's also because of something I mentioned here about a week ago. I believe in bringing you multiple voices, even ones with which you may not agree. So it's sort of practicing what I preach. I may not care for much of the coverage on CNN, but I do sample it to know what's out there. And when given a chance to tell what's happening in Iowa in a straightforward way, I think it's important to contribute. Although I did have second and third thoughts when that alarm went off this morning. There is so much division out there, and the only way to fix that is to engage in reasonable conversation. So that's why I agreed to go on CNN today, why I do a weekly segment on a progressive radio station in the Twin Cities, why I recorded a TV segment with the Dakota News Now people yesterday, and it's why I'm hosting the national Todd Starnes show tomorrow. Each of those has a very different audience. Because isolation and staying in the echo chamber is not a solution. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, June 1 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.